My name is Skip, and I'm here for two reasons. Number one, I want to help you become a better leader, and number two, I want to help you help others. So selecting a gap year. How do you select a gap year program that fits your needs and accomplishes your goals? The first thing, the most important thing about a gap year is that it's a directed amount of time. You're taking this time to do self-discovery, to understand yourself, also to gain maturity, to test drive potential career paths and academic paths. And during gap years, it's a really great time to challenge yourself as a leader and work on your leadership skills and to give back to the world and help other people. Basically, gap year is amazing and awesome, and it's a tremendous amount of fun. The first thing in selecting a gap year program is determining what activity you're going to do, the focus of that activity. What I mean by that is, there's going to be a lot of adventures, you're going to take a lot of travels and do a lot of interesting things during your gap year, but day in and day out, there's going to be a primary activity that you're doing. And so it's important to make sure that that's an activity that you want to do. I did AmeriCorps. So the primary focus of AmeriCorps, the National Civilian Community Corps, was service. And the primary activities we did were service activities. Sure, we had fun, we got to do really awesome adventures, and I definitely did my fair share of playing and enjoying myself. But the primary focus, the reason we were all there, the activities we were doing were service. Now, I think service, if you've ever done community service, you know it's very rewarding and you get a lot out of it. And so I really strongly stress picking a gap year that has a strong or almost entirely service focus. You're still going to have fun, you're still going to be able to party and do all that, do the fun thing. But it's important to make sure that you get the most out of your gap year. So I recommend doing service. So when you're selecting a gap year, make sure you have an idea of the activity you want to do, the focus of those activities. The second thing you need to look at is how much time you have to dedicate to your gap year. Remember, a gap year is not 365 days. It could be a month, could be 6 months, could be 2 years. So figure out how much time you have and how much time you want to dedicate to it. And that'll help you, again, pick a program that will meet your needs and accomplish your goals. So for someone who's graduating high school, heading into college, maybe you just want to do the fall semester. That time, that would be the fall of your freshman year, or maybe you want to do the spring, go to college, and then do the spring of your freshman year. You have to weigh that out and figure it out. I recommend doing the gap year before you get into college because you gain a lot of maturity and experience, and you'll be able to focus academically. For someone who's out of college, again, it might be 6 months because that's how long your loans are going to let you ride before they start charging interest. For someone who's in a career, maybe they're doing a career change, but they're taking their gap year to go on an adventure. You know, maybe you have some payments for a mortgage, or you have a family. So these are things that you have to take into consideration, but it's important to really know how much time you have to dedicate. The third thing, and I think that this is kind of the fun part about choosing a program, is where you're going to take your gap year, the location. There's really two broad categories of this. It's domestic and international. I'm an American, I'll talk about America. If you stay within the United States, it's a lot easier to get around. You don't have to worry about a passport, that kind of identification. There's no language barriers. What else? And then insurance. That can get a little hazy depending on where you are in the country, different coverage you have or don't have. But if you stay in the United States, things are easier. There's different issues and concerns and challenges. They're a little bit easier than going international, where you have to get a passport. There's different laws. There could be a language barrier. Just because those barriers are there, I'm not saying to not take your gap year international. I'm just saying that you need to identify them before you go so you can plan accordingly. So, to summarize, for the gap year, the activity focus is very, very important. Make sure it's an activity you want to do. Number 2, make sure that you know how much time you can dedicate to it. And number 3, know where you want to do it. So that's all I have to say about that. Go have an adventure. Go take a gap year. Go learn about yourself and the world. My name is Skip. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.